Hello, my friends, and welcome to WDW Radio Live. I am Lou Mongello, and this is the WDW newscast for Wednesday, December 17th, 2014. I cannot believe it is just a week until Santa comes and it's Christmas Eve. But happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy Festivus, happy spirit of the season, whatever it is that you celebrate. Thank you for spending time with me tonight. I'm here every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here at WDWRadioLive.com. I'm here to help you have the best possible Disney vacation experience. And if you can't get down here, I want to help bring a little bit of Disney magic wherever you are with this live broadcast, my podcast, videos, an amazing team of blog writers, my books, audio tour, and more. Look, whether it's your first time and you're planning a vacation, or you've been 100 times and you want to know the history, the details, the secrets, the trivia, and more, I think there's something here for everybody. I've been podcasting about Disney for almost 10 years. And if you're new to the show, please go back and check out the show again over in iTunes. And come by WDWRadio.com as well. Quick thanks to my partners and sponsors. Speaking of Christmas being next week, Santa, he's still on vacation. This guy and Mrs. Claus are still hanging out at their favorite resort, which is the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin. Head on over there before they make their way back to the North Pole, because they've got meet and greets, a life-size, dare I say, a 1-ton Santa Claus made out of chocolate, a snowfall, tree lighting ceremony, bedtime elf tuck-ins, dancing light shows, all kinds of holiday entertainment. And then when you're done with that, you can go eat at Blue Zoo and Chula's and Kimonos and all the other awesome restaurants they have there. Again, that is over at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin. Just a couple more days to check out Santa's favorite resort. And you can go there to santasfavoriteresort.com. All right, let's get into, speaking of hotels and places to stay and things to do in Walt Disney World, let's get into this week's Walt Disney World news, because this week, I live very close to Magic Kingdom, and I've been heading over to the Polynesian, seeing a lot of construction going on. Even took a little peek behind the curtain. I think they're just about ready to reveal that lobby. But this week on the Disney Parks blog, they released concept art and details on the DVC expansion portion of the Polynesian Village Resort, which is now going to be known officially as Disney's Polynesian Villas and Bungalows. And these bungalows, and if you're watching, you can see the concept art here, are going to be the very first of their kind on any Disney property anywhere on planet Earth or elsewhere. There's going to be 20 bungalows, 20 overwater bungalows, each sleeping up to 8 guests each, just steps away from a brand new plunge pool right overlooking the Seven Seas Lagoon. Just think, it's beautiful during the day. Imagine this at night and seeing wishes and the fireworks from the pool or from your bungalow and your balcony. The Village are going to feature the largest deluxe studios in all of Walt Disney World. There's going to be 360 deluxe studios, each sleeping up to 5 guests, and they also have the ability to connect to another studio, the first time it's ever been done at a DVC property. Now, also, similar to the villas over at the Grand Floridian and the Disney Cruise Line, the rooms are each going to have a bathroom separated into 2 areas. One's going to have the shower and the sink, and the other one's going to have the sink and the tub and the shower. Also, they're going to have kitchenettes, enhanced storage space for a lot more convenience and comfort. And as with any of the other Disney Vacation Club resorts, all of the villas and bungalows at the Polynesian can be rented by guests as long as they're not being occupied by a DVC member. So you can go to some place like, Mouse Fan Travel and book one of the villas or 2 and the bungalows over at the Polynesian. Now, we don't know exactly when it's going to be open. The Parks blog did not sort of set an official first phase opening date, but we do know it's going to be sometime in 2015. I would expect probably in the second half of the year, probably late summer, maybe early fall, but I'm totally guessing on that one. All right, let's move over from one thing I'm really excited about to something else I'm really, really excited about. And when I say that, it obviously has to be about food, because today on the Disney Parks blog, it was just announced that the One Group Hospitality Company is going to open an STK Orlando at Disney Springs in Walt Disney World in 2015. Now, if you've never heard of the STK brand before, it is a modern, upscale steakhouse mixed with the ambience of a sleek lounge. It's going to be over in the landing area of Disney Springs. It's also going to be one of the largest STK locations in the world. It's going to be 14,000 square feet in a 2-story building. Now, again, this brand really develops upscale, high-energy restaurants and lounges for locations like this and casinos and places like that. And I think it's going to be, again, that high-energy atmosphere, an innovative menu, not just sort of your a normal steakhouse type of location. And what really gets me excited, and if you're looking at the map of the concept art of Disney Springs, this is the latest in an announcement of new restaurants coming to Disney Springs. Morimoto Asia is coming, as well as the Boathouse, which is really going under. You can see construction really sort of going vertical now in downtown Disney. 2 other locations are going to open up their doors in Disney Springs in 2015. Very, not high-end in terms of cost, but high-end in terms of food quality, and also high-end in terms of theming. And this is just, I think, really the tip of the iceberg in terms of what is going to be coming to downtown Disney. And I talk with people a lot. Sometimes we play armchair Imagineers. We're asked to speculate, which I don't like to do. I don't like to talk about rumors, especially if sometimes I have a feeling that a rumor may come more true than not. But let's just sort of just play a little bit and think about what could potentially be coming to Disney. I'm used to seeing downtown Disney, to Disney Springs, right? We're knowing that it's going to double in size in terms of offerings for restaurants and retail. What I think that you may potentially see is the influx of big brands. I've heard a lot of people think that an Apple store may be coming here. I'm not sure if that's the right fit and location, but who knows? Disney and Apple have a long history together. But I think about other big brands and locations either that they have elsewhere in places like Las Vegas or the West Coast or other high-density tourist areas like Coke, Food Network. Again, you see a lot of their dining locations and restaurants scattered throughout the country, even in airports. You wonder, is this a place where Marvel can have a bigger presence in Disney Springs? I also think that you're going to see, in terms of retail, I would expect that because of what I think Disney wants to do with making Disney Springs not just a destination, but a place to shop, a place to, and obviously, if they're in the business of being in business, a place to spend your money, there's a possibility of seeing some higher-end locations and boutiques in there as well. Names that I hear sort of bandied about are things like Dior, Tory Burch, MAC, Brook Brothers, Tourneau, the watch company, Janie and Jack for kids. So again, it's a little bit of a higher-end sort of brand. Things that you might find in an upscale mall may be coming to this, expanded, very well-themed, rich in story Disney Springs area. I also think we're going to see a lot in terms of dining, right? And this is, again, where we see the trend going with Morimoto, the Boathouse, a Steven Schussler, T-Rex rainforest type of concept, and now with STK coming in. I expect that you're actually going to see even more, not just from third-party operating participants, but from Disney itself. I expect that you will see character dining coming to Disney Springs. I think that's a no-brainer, a fait accompli. A location potentially like a Trader Sam's would, again, fit in well, especially with the waterside dining and really wanting to open up the experience to the waterfront. I would expect something like a burger, location, a burger. Now, I don't mean a Five Guys. I mean a BurgerFi or a higher-end burger restaurant. Same thing, like a nice bakery. And I'm thinking about places that are in downtown Disney, in Disneyland, that would fit well here. A yogurt place, a good bakery, a high-end wine bar, maybe a location that's really going to bring a little bit of Walt into Disney Springs. Something like that makes sense for here. I think you're going to see a lot of heavily themed dining/entertainment establishment. You're going to sort of blur that line again, like you did with some place like Adventurers Club, or what they had planned for things like the Astronomers Club in Tomorrowland/Main Street in Magic Kingdom, blurring the line between entertainment and a restaurant dining experience. I think you're going to see a lot more of that coming to downtown Disney. But I want to know, what do you want to see? What would you like to see or hope to see coming to downtown Disney? I'm doing it again. It's Disney Springs. Do you want to see a major brand, a food location, a dining establishment? What types of shops, what types of offerings, right, or specific shops or restaurants would you like to see come to Disney Springs. You can leave a comment on YouTube at youtube.com/WDW Radio if you're watching there. You can also tweet me at Lou Mongello. I'd love to know, what would you like to see most? What brand, what shop, what restaurant, whatever it might be, come to Disney Springs when it starts to open in phases beginning late next year. And again, if you're in downtown Disney now, you need to be patient with the construction because all good things take time, and you see there is a lot going on right now. So ignore the walls, enjoy what's there right now because it is going to be radically different when we look back about 2 years from now. So I did tease a little bit before the show started on Facebook and Twitter that I do have a couple of announcements. And I think I have 2, 3, I don't know. I have a few of them, and I don't know what to do first, so I'm going to do them in somewhat chronological order because I do need you guys to do me a favor, mark your calendars, get out your planners, save your date, go into the Google, and mark on your calendars February 7th, 2015, because I want to celebrate with you, because it's always a party with family. I want to celebrate with you the 8th anniversary of WDW Radio, although technically I've been podcasting for about 10 years, but that's okay. It is the 8th anniversary of the official launch of WDW Radio, and I wanted to do something a little bit different this year. Last year we did a smaller event inside a grand villa at Old Key West, which I loved. I loved that sort of fun, friendly, casual atmosphere. It was a small group of people, very, very intimate, and it felt like it was with family. I want to do something like that, but a little bit bigger. And when I say bigger, I don't mean a high-ticket event. I want to celebrate with you, the community and the family that we, and really you, have built together. I want to get together with people and just hang out and chat and laugh and eat and play games and eat and meet and maybe have a drink, and I don't mean necessarily alcohol, just a drink, and just really enjoy each other's company. So on Saturday, February 7th, we are going to spend a day over at Fort Wilderness. And what we're going to do is we've secured a group of cabins all together so that you can come for the day or join us for the entire weekend. But on Saturday, February 7th, we're going to have a full day full of activities and games and contests, lots of food. I promise you, if you know me, there's going to be food there, lots of fun. And again, everyone is invited, and please bring the whole family. There's going to be lots of stuff there for kids to do as well. And I don't just mean on their iPods and DSs. We'll have lots of stuff that we can do together. Again, I want this to be like a birthday, like an anniversary. I want it to be a family celebration. I will have more details coming soon, but if you aren't interested in coming down or up or over, wherever you're coming from, and you do want to get a cabin in our sort of group of cabins, you can go over. You can head on over to mousefantravel.com right now. They have the group of cabins together. You can go and ask to book in the group with us. And again, I will have more details coming soon. But again, Saturday, February 7th, circle it on your calendar. So I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I am super excited about things that we are planning for 2015 that involve all of us, right? Things that we can do together. I love doing not just Meets of the Month, by the way, this Saturday, Meet of the Month in Contempo Cafe at the Contemporary Resort, but I also love doing some of the other events too. And as you know, we have our cruise to Alaska, June 1st through the 8th, 2015. There is still availability. I have been working very, very closely with Becky on a lot of little details and surprises and excursions and things like that. We're going to be revealing those very, very soon. But one of the questions that I had gotten when we were first doing this and people were first booking was, oh, is there going to be a special guest? Is anybody else going to come to join us? And I really believe that Alaska itself and the moose and the fish and the whales and the salmon, like that really is the special guest for Alaska. But it's really not, because we actually do have a special guest that is going to join us. And it is, the tough thing about bringing guests, and special guests, everybody is special, but the tough thing about bringing a guest onto one of these cruises is when you have Richard Sherman of the Sherman Brothers and Ridley Pearson, it's really tough to go up from there. It's really tough to sort of figure out, and it's not really about the name of the guest, but I think it's also about the experience that they can bring to you as part of the WDW Radio group. So I am super excited because for some time now, I have been talking actually with Disney about bringing a guest on board with us. And I am thrilled because this guest is actually a good personal friend of mine. And he's actually been on the show before. And if you've been to a meet of the month, you may have actually met him and seen some of his amazing handiwork. He is Ron Cohey. And you may be saying, who? You may not know the name, but I will tell you Ron Cohey is one of the most prolific artists, animators at the Disney company, and first of all, really nice guy, but a brilliant, brilliant artist. He is a graduate of Cal Arts. He has illustrated dozens and dozens of Disney books. He's worked with Imagineering. He's actually worked, if you've been on the Disney Dream or the Fantasy, you've seen some of his work on the Aqueduct and Goofy Golf. He currently works for the Disney Design Group. You've probably owned some of his pins and Vinylmations. He's also been on TV at My House Goes Disney. He's worked with Pixar. He's worked on The Art of Animation. And oh, by the way, it's also a former Walt Disney feature animator. Some of his film credits include little movies like Princess and the Frog, Brother Bear, Lilo and Stitch, Tarzan, Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, Hercules, Hunchback, Runaway Brain, Pocahontas, and Fantasia 2000. We have got a lot of really fun stuff together with Ron. And I don't just mean in terms of presentations that he's going to be able to give, but some fun activities we have planned. He'll be able to draw for you. He'll teach you how to draw. It's going to be a lot of fun, but in a way that's not going to take away from the beauty of the ship and the beauty of Alaska. And again, I'm probably going to have Ron on again soon as we start getting closer to the date to talk a little bit more, and we'll have a cruise planning podcast coming out for WDW Radio probably not long after the first of the year. Sort of getting you ready for what to expect for the cruise, talk a little bit more about Ron, maybe reveal some more surprises, excursions, things like that. If you are curious and want to potentially join us, if you're not, there is still availability in the group. You can visit the events page over at WDWradio.com or just go to mousefantravel.com. They'll give you a free, no obligation quote, answer any questions that you may have. And there's a lot more that's coming in 2015. There's something that I'm going to launch probably on or about January 12th. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe you know what? I take that back. Maybe we'll do it on the 14th, which I think is a Wednesday, because I want to reveal it to you guys first. I actually had a meeting this morning, and in this envelope in my hand is actually something that has to do with what I have planned for that launch of something new for us, for you, to help me, to help WDW Radio, and I think it's going to be something fun for everybody. So definitely stay tuned to early January as we start getting closer, and I will reveal it to you guys first. Speaking of other events, again, don't forget, go to the events page over at WDWradio.com. Go to LouMongello.com. You can find out other places I'll be speaking around the country on podcasting and new media. You can also find out if you want to book me for your business or to consult or to speak, whatever it may be. And again, lots more surprises in store. I also want to say quick thanks, as always, to everybody who has rated and reviewed the show over on iTunes, including Katia Agogo, Lauren Gaggioli, Hacks A WVIC Dugan, I think that guy got that right, Pegleg Patrick in the box, and Disney Fan 1974, and a special thanks to Amy, who's AJR WDW Girl in the box, who sent me a wonderful, unsolicited present of homemade lefse, like you get in Norway, but better, because it's homemade all the way from Wisconsin. So thank you very, very much. I really do enjoy packing on the pounds for the holiday season. And most importantly, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your Wednesday night to join me live, or if you're listening or watching on YouTube, I sincerely do appreciate it. No show next week because it is Christmas Eve. I celebrate Christmas Eve. And whether Christmas is your holiday, or Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or you just enjoy the season itself, I really want to wish you and your family and the people that you love a very safe, a very happy, a very healthy holiday season. I hope that you receive all the blessings that you want this holiday. And I guess this will probably be maybe we'll have another little bonus show in there, but this may be the last live show because I think the week after is going to be New Year's Eve. So this will probably be the last official WDW newscast for the year. And I want to thank you again for what has been an incredible year of my looking forward to Wednesday nights. That's my favorite night of the week. Not because of what's on TV, but because of what's right here in front of me and you guys in the box. And I've gotten, this week, I've gotten the question over and over again, and we'll talk more on sort of the Ask Lou segment. And everybody says, what do you want for Christmas? Right? And I don't like that word. I don't like the word want, right? And they say, well, what do you wish for? And I don't like wishing, because if you wish for something bad enough, you should just go and get it or do it, whatever it may be. And the answer this year that I give people is I want less, right? I want less stuff. I want less. I want more time, but I want less stuff. I want less things so I can spend more time enjoying the things that really matter. And the things that matter aren't physical things and objects. It's people. And you guys are very much a testament to that. And I do. I enjoy our time together. I enjoy the fact that you guys take time out to listen and to email and come to meets and allow me to do what I do. So you have blessed me more than you know this past year, and for that I am eternally grateful. And I hope that in return I've brought you a little bit of happiness the same way that you guys have for me. So until next time, whether it's on the podcast, on the blog, on Twitter, Facebook, or on the next newscast, this is Lou Mongello. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Have a great week, a very happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, and an amazing New Year. 2015, the best is yet to come, I promise. See ya.